I am Jared Welsh from Rutland Senior Secondary School. I'm grade 12. I am going to be making a BC pork steak with a BC potatoes, BC white onion, and BC bell peppers with a BC Cedar salad and a homemade Caesar dressing. The ingredients for the Caesar salad dressing are 1/4 cup BC minced garlic, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of dry mustard, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 2 cups of BC liquid egg, 200 mils of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 2 tablespoons of anchovy paste, 1.5 cups of BC Parmesan cheese, 4 cups of olive oil, and 4 cups of canola oil. Ingredients for the Caesar salad are 1 head of BC romaine, half a cup of croutons, 1/4 cup of BC bacon bits, and 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. The ingredients for the BC pork steak is half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of kosher salt, 1/4 cup of BC butter, and 3 tablespoons of canola oil. Ingredients for the BC potatoes, BC white onion, and red bell pepper are 4.5 cups of BC baby potatoes, 2 tablespoons of seasoning salt, 1 BC white onion, 1 BC red bell pepper, and half a cup of butter. So in this video I'm going to show you how to peel and mince and garlic. So first you grab your knife by gripping it by the handle, and then I'll push on the garlic with the back of your knife so then the peel can easily come off. Chop off the ends and remember the claw technique. Keep your fingers in so then you don't chop them off. And once the garlic's nice and peeled, like I have just now, and also cut both ends off of your garlic. And an interesting fact of garlic is that your garlic can be grown anywhere in BC, and as long as it has the soil it needs to survive. So slice your garlic and see how I'm not leaving the cutting board. So rock your knife back and forth and grip your knife, and also remember the claw technique. Hand on top of the knife and mince your garlic as small as possible. The smaller the garlic, the more intense the flavor will be in your dish. Now, after handling the garlic, we're going to wash our hands for 20 to 35 seconds. Make sure you get under your nails and on your skin, and use some soap. And use paper towel when turning faucets because of bacteria may be on them. Now we're going to add our ingredients for the Caesar salad dressing. It's 1.5 cups of Parmesan cheese, 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of dry mustard, 2 tablespoons of anchovy paste. Use a rubber spatula to get it all out of the container. One tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar, 2 cups of lemon, 1/2 and 1/3 of lemon juice, 2 cups liquid egg, 1 in your quarter cup of minced garlic. Now we're going to turn on the Robo-Coop and make our Caesar salad dressing.
Let it go for a little bit and then just scrape the sides.
Now you slowly add your olive oil, and now just a nice gentle stream as you put it in the top. Make sure to not spill on the Robo-Coop or whatever you're using. Now we're going to add our 4 cups of canola oil. And we're going to, now our oils are going to emulsify together. And like I said before, a nice gentle stream. And make sure you don't spill. We're going to put it in a plastic insert and make sure not to spill. Make sure you use a rubber spatula to get all of the Caesar salad dressing out. A unique fact about red bell peppers is in BC, majority of all bell pepper production is in greenhouses, which allows Canadians to access to free, fresh, colorful bell peppers all year long. According to an Old English rhyme, the thickness of an onion skin can help predict the severity of the winter. Thin skins means mild winter is coming, while thick skins indicate a rough winter ahead for us. As I'm slicing the onions into rings, be careful when you're on the last part. Put your palm on the top and slice very carefully. Make sure you don't slice your hands. Now we're going to put them in the rings. So now separate them all into the medium-sized bowl where you put your onions. Now we're going to wash our baby potatoes nice and gently. Make sure we get all the dirt and gunk off the potatoes. While you're slicing the baby potatoes, make sure to look for bad spots, like brown spots that look gross and unedible. How late can you plant potatoes? If you have sandy soil, you can plant it into late April. With clay soils, you can plant it latest May. Now you're going to put your 4.5 cups of BC potatoes, your 1 red bell BC bell pepper, your 1 BC onion, and your 2 tablespoons of seasoning salt. Wash your hands before doing this and mix gently. Make sure to coat all the potatoes and onions in bell pepper. Now we're going to line it all on the cookie tray and make sure you get all the stuff out of the bowl. And now you're going to separate it as much as you possibly can. Now you're going to cut your butter into little cubes, like how I've done. I did it before from a previous dinner. You cut it into 8 to 9 little cubes, or as many as you can to fit all your potatoes. Takes 21 pints of milk to make 1 pound of butter. We're going to turn our cast iron skillet to 450 degrees. Now salt our steak with some salt, just enough to cover it, both sides of the steak. Now you're going to season both sides of the steak with your black pepper, and where the pigs and hogs produced in BC, 90% of BC production comes from the Fraser Valley. The remainder is produced in North Okanagan on Vancouver Island, and the rest is in the Peace River. You're going to grab your canola oil and you're going to gently coat your cast iron pan and make sure that it coats the whole pan, just so then the steak won't stick on it. Grab your seasoned BC pork steak and put it on away from you, so then the oil won't burn or splash you. Now you're going to carefully flip your BC pork steak and do it slowly so then the oil won't splash you. And look at how golden brown that pork steak is. Now you're going to gently put it in the oven by using oven mitts or a dry towel. Turn off the heat and put it in the oven for 500 Fahrenheit and for 5 minutes. You're going to start cutting your BC romaine with a new knife and cutting board. Cut them into strips, and then you're going to dice it into medium-sized slices. We're going to wash our BC romaine in a metal strainer and toss it up and down. Now we're going to make our Caesar salad. You add your half a cup of croutons, 1/4 cup of bacon bits, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, and your half a cup of Caesar salad dressing, or more, depends on how much you want. Now you're going to turn it and make sure it's nice and mixed. Now we're going to take out our BC pork steak, use oven mitts or a dry cloth, and make sure not to burn yourself. You're going to put your half a cup of unsweetened BC butter in your cast iron skillet, and you're going to baste your BC pork steak with this metal spoon and tilt the pan so that it'll be easier for you to baste. And just keep doing this over and over. Now we're going to take our BC potatoes out of the oven and look at how crispy they got. Now we're going to plate our dish. Now our dish is complete. Bon appetit and enjoy your BC grown
Thank your farmers
meal.
for all the
joy and hard work they put into making this food for us. Thank you.